Hey, what's up guys? Ken here from the Retro Toyscapedes channel in Malaysia. Today I'm going to be checking out MOTU's evil ocean warlord, Mer-Man, from Origins Wave 3. So I hope that you'll stick around and join me for this video review. A Mer-Man here turned up at retail for a short while and seemingly disappeared back into the ocean soon after. Because all that we've been seeing since on the shelves seems to be He-Man and Skeletor, and He-Man and Skeletor. But more on that in a separate video. Okay, checking out the packaging artwork for Mer-Man, and there's a cool full frame shot of him just gliding with the current and observing a battle on the shore between Skeletor and He-Man. Now the narrative here reads, lurking in the darkest depths of the ocean, Mer-Man awaits Skeletor's orders to attack Eternia's surface world. Yeah. Now, you know what? The team behind the packaging artwork just keeps teasing us with glorious glimpses of things that may yet be in our hands soon, such as the mechanical spider monster Spider, which we see here, Skeletor riding atop of in his battle with He-Man. Now, Spider, I've always wanted the original, and I'm still looking for a loose unit on eBay that doesn't have one or three of its spider legs missing, and which doesn't cost as much as the original Castle Grayskull. Okay, it's interesting that Mer-Man here does not join the battle in any way, but as it says, he's waiting on Skeletor's call. But look at the undersea army at Mer-Man's disposal. Jellyfish type things, piranhas, even that massive octopus. Why wouldn't Skeletor need his help? Just one of those tentacles from that octopus could pull He-Man into the water, and the piranhas could have him for lunch. Come to think of it, Mer-Man, if Mer-Man alone is powerful to command such a vast and limitless army of undersea creatures, and the sea is vast, okay, whether it's on Eternia or Earth, the sea is vast. So with an army like that, can't he rule all of Eternia himself? I mean, why does he even need Skeletor? What do you guys think? Okay, it's time to check out Mer-Man up close. And looking at this guy for the first time, man, it's like staring at the Predator, cause he sure is one ugly But I gotta say that they did an amazing job with the face sculpt. I mean, look at all those crusted bits. I don't know, are those freckles? Now, Mer-Man's expression follows that of his vintage look exactly. They didn't do anything too crazy or try to make him smile or anything like that. This is just exactly how you remember him to be if you had the original toy. Yeah, that look of displeasure, a scowl, just general unhappiness. Then we get to the body armor, and they went with a really, really bright yellow color for the armor. Like really bright. It almost drowns out all the detailing. I have to say that I'm not too crazy about the paint choice. It would have been better if they went with a darker yellow tone or an orange color to match that of his face. I guess most of you won't mind it too much, but I just feel that it should have been darker, like his head or even his orange shorts. Now, checking out the rest of him, Mer-Man here has the creature feet, which is good, because if he came with human feet like what they did with Beastman and Stratos, I might just have to write into Mattel and ask them just how in the hell are these choices being made? Mer-Man comes with his iconic sword. The packaging states that this is the sword of Rakash. Rakash being the place in the sea that he comes from. Nice detailing all around. Again, drowned out a bit by the bright yellow, which is also the same color as his armor. It would have been nice if they differentiated it a bit. So you get the sword in his hands like so, and look, do you want to stay in there or not? Yeah. So you get the sword in there, and he's ready. Ready to wage war on the surface. That's right. Are you afraid? Huh? No? Well, you will be. You will be. Okay, since I have the original vintage Mer-Man figure from the 1980s and he's complete, I thought that we could check him out too. Now, as you can see, the colors on the original flow so much better. The armor has a darker tone all around, and he just looks fantastic. Now you can see how the detailing really pops as well. You know, it's hard to believe that this figure is now almost 40 years old. But yeah, the sculpt is definitely the better of the two. Okay, now let's see that waist twist and punch gimmick in action, shall we? Yeah, still works. Okay, this piece of the belt buckle is actually a removable piece on the vintage armor. Now, I used to wonder why it had to be a separate piece, because it just makes for another easily lost item and drives up the price of loose and complete figures even more. But what can I say? It's just another aspect that sort of adds to the charm of the vintage figure. Okay, now be good and stand up, alright? Okay, now let's get them both side by side, and you can see how, in a lot of ways, it's like looking at two very different interpretations of the same character. Now I've got another surprise here. Let's bring out another vintage figure just for the hell of it, shall we? Who's it gonna be, guys? And here we have Stinkor, the master of foul odors. Now, you might be wondering what he's doing here, but we'll get to that. Okay, so Stinkor was one of the original figures in the vintage line that was made entirely from parts of other Masters figures. The shield here is from the weapons rack in Castle Grayskull. It's just been recolored blue. The armor that Stinkor has on is reused from Mechanic, but now it's been recolored a dark orange. And then you get the armor off. Yeah. You just unhook the armor off, and then you find out that it's like looking at Mer-Man's long-lost twin brother. You see how they recolored him all around to resemble something that maybe looks like a furry skunk. Hence the foul smells that he emits. Now this here is probably one of the smartest reuses and recolors of a vintage figure from Masters of the Universe. Hey bro, you stink. What? Look who's talking, fish breath. Now, there's something else here that came from the MOTU Classics line in 2008. I actually forgot that I had this, but it came in a white unmarked mailer box with no character identification. So let's see what's inside, shall we? You guys think you can guess what we got here? Here we go, guys. Here we go. The original Mer-Man. Look at that, guys. Now this, to me, is the most premium Mer-Man figure that you could get for your money. This set even has an alternate portrait head with Mer-Man's eyes bulging out even bigger than usual. Probably he found a secret underwater cave where all the mermaids have been hiding. Now, aside from his iconic sword, you also get this very cool trident weapon as well. Now, I've not seen this for a very long time, and seeing it again just takes my breath away. So that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Drop me a comment and let me know what you thought of it and what else you'd like to see on the channel. Now, I make it a point to answer every one of the comments left on my videos, so get down to it. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you all again with another video very soon.